Breaking news, stunning details emerging tonight about the sudden and mysterious death of Kim Jong-un's half-brother. Kim Jong-nam was walking through the Kuala Lumpur International Airport in Malaysia when, according to officials, he fell ill. There are reports that Kim may have been attacked. One official telling Reuters that Kim said he felt like someone grabbed his face from behind. He was said to have felt dizzy. He then went and asked for help, and then it happened quickly. He died moments later on the way to the hospital. The investigation into Kim Jong-un's half-brother coming at the same time that the North Korean country claims its first ballistic missile test of the year. They say it was a success. Will Ripley is the only Western journalist reporting live from Pyongyang, and he is there tonight. And Will, what are officials in North Korea saying about this latest launch, which we understand showed serious new capabilities?
Well, they're celebrating it here, and we saw when we arrived last night, Aaron, on the nightly propaganda broadcast, the video showing the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un standing by this mobile missile launcher, ordering the missile launch itself. I had a meeting last night with North Korean officials who say that this particular missile has been under development. Basically, engineers working around the clock for the last 6 months. There was a submarine-launched ballistic missile test back in August that was a success, and we're told that Kim himself ordered this new land version of that very same missile. So it's a solid fuel-powered missile which allows it to be hidden underground, quickly loaded and fired with minimal detection from spy satellites above. So certainly a major technological development, and analysts in South Korea are saying that even though this traveled just over 300 miles, ending up in the Sea of Japan, also known as the East Sea, it actually has a range of closer to 1,200 miles, which puts all of South Korea, including 10 million people in Seoul, within striking distance, and also 28,000 U.S. troops, also the more than 50,000 U.S. troops stationed in Japan, along with all of metropolitan Tokyo, with about a population of 30 million, fierce development. And then this is a country, Aaron, that continues to struggle with generating electricity, adequately feeding much of its population.
There's obviously going to be a lot of celebrating there going on over the next day. We're going to be talking to Will Ripley as he's there covering that right now. I want to bring in Gordon Chang, the author of Nuclear Showdown, North Korea Takes on the World. Let's talk about this missile test first. Obviously, this is crucial. New capability, harder to detect, mobile, farther than they've ever been able to send a missile. They have reporters in Pyongyang right now. The only Western journalist is our Will Ripley. And they obviously are very proud of this.
Well, they should be, but they got to remember that this is probably a Chinese-based missile, the JL-1. And so there's a lot of things that we've got to ask. How did the North Koreans do this? Because they didn't do it on their own. This is too much of a technological leap. They did it much too fast.
All right, and now this comes as you have Kim Jong-un's half-brother mysteriously killed in the Malaysian airport. Pretty stunning story. Right, you have a police chief there saying that someone literally may have put something over his head. He breathes it in. He goes and asks for help. He dies moments later. A mysterious woman is seen nearby. Unclear whether she's involved. What happened?
Well, the latest Malaysian reporting is that a woman came up from behind him, put a cloth over his face, and that's when he started to feel ill. So this does look like a hit. You know, in North Korea, the legitimacy is dependent on bloodlines. So killing a brother, a blood relative, is especially heinous.
And he was favored. He's an older brother, and for a long time was perceived that he was going to be the heir.
Right. And 2001, he sort of lost that designation. But the thing that's important here is that it shows that Kim Jong-un is really desperate, because this could destabilize his regime, because this is such a bad act. And we've got to remember that this is the third thing that we've seen this month of showing instability. Beginning of the month, we learned that the Minister of State Security was purged, and on Sunday, when this missile was launched, the head of the North Korean Strategic Rocket Forces was not there, indicating turbulence at the top of the military.
The bottom line is he could have, what we have seen right now, could have just killed his own brother.
Well, he probably did kill his own brother, and the thing that's important is that he did this not on Chinese soil, because China was protecting him.
And that's why it happened in Malaysia. All right, and of course, such a mystery about that.